Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. I'm just, I know I look kind of bummy, but hey, it is what it is. First of all, again, I want to thank everybody for the birthday shout out. I appreciate you. I love you. But look, let's get right into it. A lot of things been going on in the news today. I'm not even going to get into the details of stuff. Hillary Clinton and that crappy book, man. If you buy that book, I need to take that book and smack you upside the head with it. She's still on this, it ain't my fault. I'm telling you, she need to be on tour, mystical. Not my fault. I take full responsibility, but it ain't my fault. Did I do that? Come on now. She is a loser. She is a loser. She is a loser that has skated and escaped all kinds of, she's a Teflon Don. But her days are numbered. And don't you dare ever think, well, the Clinton machine is so strong. The arm of justice is so long. And can't nobody ever run from that. Your day will come where you will be judged. So you can run, force run, Miss Clinton. You're going to get pulled in, grabbed in sooner or later. So I'm not going to get into detail about her book and her blaming Bernie Sanders. You must lost your mind, woman. Yeah, I said woman. Because I don't want to say mother. You lost your mind. First of all, Bernie had all this crossover appeal that you didn't have. Majority of Bernie Sanders voters voted for your behind. You got to understand, 13 million left out the party. That wasn't Bernie Sanders' fault. That was your fault. It's your fault. Everything Bernie Sanders said was true, and you know it. And he's supposed to say it. He's supposed to tell it. What, you wanted to stay secret? How you got a public option and private option? You want to be secret about your dealings with the Clinton Foundation? You want to be, you think we should just turn the other way about your emails that end up being on private servers, marked with a small c, which still stand for classified? Get out of here with this stuff. You were not the right one to run for president, and when you got investigated, you need to sit your butt down. And the reason we got Trump is because of your narcissistic, egotistical, power-hungry self. So all you people, all you Hillary bots, all you people on the Clinton train, still to this day when it's been derailed, and this fake website, Vered or whatever it is, take that stuff and turn it right sideways and stick it in your bomb. Your girl should have stepped down. Don't you blame nobody but her for Trump. Because when she knew she was being investigated by the FBI, yes, it was an investigation, it wasn't an inquiry, you lying self. It was an investigation. Just because you didn't James call me a friend, you should have stepped your butt down and handed the nomination over to Bernie Sanders, and he would have beat Trump by a landslide, and we would have had FDR Jr. 10.0 going on today. And all this mess, from Daca to North Korea, you name it, wouldn't be going on today if you would have sat your butt down when you were being investigated by the FBI. No, but you're narcissistic, power-hungry, egotistical behind had to continue to run because it's your turn. You can take your and turn it sideways and stick it in your behind. So I'm not going to get too much on Hillary Clinton. She sucks. She's dead to me.
Bye, Felicia.
She is dead to me. She's dead to me. Not literally, but her career is done. I don't want to hear her name no more. And I don't want to hear no name of no corporate Democrats. I don't want to hear about no Kamala Harris or Cory Booker, none of that. Matter of fact, I ain't trying to hear nobody that's running for office. I have a People's Manifesto, and the People Manifesto is telling politicians, say, if you are not for this, then I'm not voting for you. Me, Robert Bob TV Brown, ain't voting for nobody if they're not going to support the People Manifesto, which is down below in the links. Puff, puff, and pass it along. You let your politicians know that we want single payer, We want student debt forgiveness program to go on so we can infuse the economy by putting this money back in the economy instead of paying those debts off. We want a quantitative easing. All this stuff is in the People Manifesto. We want no-cost education. We shouldn't be paying for public education, and it's coming out of our taxes. That's double dipping. You must be out of your doggone mind. Nobody should have to pay high costs to get a better brain. All this stuff is in the manifesto. You go to your politician and say, hey, I want you to take a look at this. Are you in support? Are you going to fight for this? If not, forget my vote. But what about you just going to vote for the other guy? I'm going to go to him too. If he's not supporting, he's not getting my vote. I am boycotting. If you're not going to support the people's agenda, we want neither one of you. And you punk people out there, well, I got to vote for the lesser of two evils. That's the reason why we got this mess right now. Because we keep getting evil and lesser evil and the lesser evil. That never give us nothing great when it comes to our prosperity as Americans. Voting for the lesser of two evils. You got to get some guts and say,
no, 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 hell no, no, no. I refuse. No, no.
I ain't voting for Donald Trump with his corrupt behind. I ain't voting for Hillary Clinton with her corrupt behind. I'm going to find somebody under a rock, whether they got a chance in hell or not, and I'm supporting them. The problem is, there were two people out there that had that. I voted for one. She was a smart, bright, intellectual, no foreign policy, knows politics, and was an activist. I voted for her. And I voted for her, for my people who always said blacks need to support the Democrat. I voted for a black man for VP in the name of Ojamo Baraka. I will do it again and again and again because it was the right thing to do. The wrong thing was vote for two criminals. You should have been shouting them down and demanding that they step down, and we wouldn't be in this mess that we're in right now. Now, that's off of Hillary Clinton. I'm going to talk about Daca for a second. I'm not going to go through the news report. My man Tim Black did a great report on Daca. Jimmy Dore, you name it, great report on Daca. I'm not going to go into Daca, but here's the deal. It was an executive order. It was not law. It was an executive order. There's a timetable to that. Congress need to get their butt in there and make it a law. Sad to say, we got a Republican-led Congress. Does that help? Now, Donald Trump is a punk. He don't want to handle the situation. He packs the buck on them saying, hey, I'm going to give it 6 months. And if they don't have a bill in 6 months, I admire the pressure. I admire the pressure to force Congress to come up with a bill to deal with immigration reform and protecting the DACA people. I admire that. But you got to be a part of that and not being a punk and running away from that, Mr. President. Passing the bill to Congress is a coward thing to do. No, you take the bill to Congress and say, hey, let's work on this. Let's do something bipartisan. Let's do something great for these people who bust their behind year after year, coming to this country, oftentimes take jobs that you won't ever have because you're too much a punk to do. You take these jobs. These people are working these jobs, slaving on these jobs, migrant workers working in the field, picking tomatoes, picking tobacco, you name it. But you're up at the behind, don't even want to dig in your own fingernails and get the dirt out. Too lazy. Yet you want to do something to send them back. And it's going to kill our economy. It's going to kill the GDP. You, sir, need to be having that going together with Democrat and Republican and working the deal, Mr. Deal Man. A real true deal man. You talking about the art of the deal. I read your book. The art of the deal involves the person making the deal. You're not making no deals. You're actually trying to punish these Republicans who did not vote for your crappy bill. Now what's going to happen? This is going to happen. Donald Trump will know he is getting advised that actually scrapping, having these people getting raided and going back to their country is bad for this country. It's going to kill our economy. It's going to kill GDP. And most of the people are still not going to work these jobs. I don't see nobody cramming, running to Trump Towers to be a maid there and things like that. So the whole thing is, this is not going to work. Number one, the state's going to strike it down. This is going to be just like any other executive order that he tried to push. It's going to get thrown back in his face. It will not go anywhere, just like Obamacare didn't go anywhere. And I'm not too much of a fan of Obamacare. I'm glad we got it. By the way, enrollment starts in October and November. Get ready. Go out there and sign up for it. It's better than right now. We don't have single payer, so it's best to get on that for now instead of not having nothing at all. So go make sure you register at open enrollment. But yet at the same time, you push your state politicians to push single payer, since we don't have the Congress that's going to do it. Republican-led Congress is not going to push single payer, but Democratic-led states will, like New York, like California. Now the problem is we got some crooked Democrats that done took money from these pharmaceutical industry and the medical complex, and they don't want to do no work because they're scared they won't get their funding. We need to get rid of all these insurance companies, and we need to get rid of them. Healthcare should be a right. You should be able to get it without worrying about a bill. Anyway, let me get back to this. So that nothing's going to happen with that. All right, Daca going to get thrown back in his face. Eventually, he's going to try to stand bold and stand strong, but he's still bottom line. He's still a little baby coward, you know. And he's going to start whining and complaining because the Republicans not going to do something. And what he want to do is push the blame on them so he can try to get somebody ran out of office. Please, hey, do that, because all you're going to do is get a progressive in office. So you sure you want to do this, Mr. President? Stop poking fun at your own base, the Republican base, and your Republican congressmen, that they may not be on the same page as you, but they in the same book. Come on, this is going to be to your demise. You're going to end up losing, and the Democrats going to get the seat, House and Senate back with this man. And I should be applauding, but I can't applaud because half the freaking Democrats are corporate Democrats, and they no different from Republicans. They're just Republicans in a blue dress. So, you know, we need more progressives. We need more progressives. That's why I got the People Manifesto demanding my politician, either you support this or you won't get my vote and your opponent won't get my vote. I will boycott your behind and keep my vote until I can find somebody that's going to do what the people want to happen. So the DACA thing, don't worry about it. Tell your friends that may be out of this, been in this country for a while, that's afraid they're going to be rounded up by ICE. Tell them it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You just take your stance and you fight. You go to every rally. You voice every opinion. You get on YouTube and make your voice be heard. Make your voice be heard right down here at the bottom. You do whatever you can to get your voice out. But the bottom line, Trump is going to punk out on this just like he's going to punk on North Korea, and I get to that next. He's going to punk out on this because in 6 months, if Congress don't do anything, he's going to come back, reinstate the bill, and try to make it better because he want to be better than Obama. That's the bottom line. Trump is want to outshine Obama, and he can't outshine Obama. I don't care. Look at me. I'm not Obama. I might be black, but don't get it twisted. I'm not a Obama boy. I was in 2008. But 2012, I got away. No, I'm not nobody's boy. And I don't vote for people because they black. Would love to, but I want a black person that has sense and know how to govern. And that's going to be at the bidding of the people versus the bidding of the military complex, the bidding of the pharmaceutical industry and insurance industry. I don't need that. Obama became that in the second term. Corporate as they come. Wall Street dude. Forgot about the people. And they did nothing yet for black people while he was in office for 8 terms with 2 black attorney generals, Loretta Lynch and Eric Holder, and did nothing for black people. Nothing. And I keep telling people, name me some things that he did for black people in general, and they can't come up with nothing. I tried. Nothing. But he did something for the immigrants. And he did something for the LGBT community, but nothing for his people, the black people. So Trump's not going to do nothing about that. He's going to try to, he'll put it out there, put the pressure on the Republicans to get something done with the Democrats. And then at the same time, he's going to try to push his tax bill. And at the same time, he's going to try to push his wall. None of that crap is going to go through. Now, last but not least, Korea, North Korea. That man, please, go study the history of North Korea. Go study what America did to North Korea, killing millions of innocent civilians in that country. Now that man grew up with his daddy teaching him about these things, telling him it can happen again. Your leverage is to develop a weapon. They got them. What's wrong with you got them? You don't think we got nuclear bombs, man? You don't think we got hydrogen bombs? You don't think we got the ability to blow up a country off the map? We do. So what make us think, and this is what I hate about my country, much as I love this country, this is what I hate about the politicians in the mindset at Washington, D.C. We can have it, but North Korea can't have it, Syria can't have it, Libya can't have it. No. A bunch of hypocrites, man. A bunch of hypocrites. We can have a nuclear weapon, but North Korea can't have one? One. The man got that weapon for a reason. To let you know that you ain't going to come in here and do what you did to us during the Korean War. You're not going to do it. Before you do it, boom, somebody going to get hit. So watch your step. And Bannon was right. Bannon was right. Not a fan of Bannon. I believe Bannon is racist as they come. But even a racist can be right sometimes. And this so-called racist, which, by the way, he disavowed racist groups. Bannon said, there's nothing we can do with that situation. Kim Jong-il got us by the balls. Because there ain't no way we going to bomb that man and risk South Korea getting bombed, risk Guam getting bombed, risk our allies in Japan and China getting bombed. He got us by the cojones. Bottom line is, Kim Jong-il is not as bad as our government is telling us. Not saying he's not bad, but you got to understand the playbook of our government. If we know there's something valuable in that land, we first called the leader dictator. He's been in there for over 10, 20 years. Hey, they knew the democracy. Heck, we're new to democracy. We only been doing this democracy thing 200 years ago, and we just got the right to vote 30, 40 years ago for black people. So spare me with your democracy education and teaching and your democracy supremacy as if we're the kings of democracy. Yes, we do have a blueprint for democracy, but we terrorize and oppress our own people, and from slavery to even now with this rollback of Daca, terrorizing our own people. We only been a democracy for a little bit over 200 years. So how do you expect a country that's just getting into this thing, that a democratic country like Syria, Libya, Iraq, they may vote for their leaders. Yes, they overwhelmingly vote for the leaders, and they may do it out of fear, but they do have an opportunity to go to the ballot and risk their life to vote. Other countries, you can't vote. Like Kim Jong-il, they want him to be the leader. We call him a dictator, but to them, he's the king of North Korea. The prince has taken the throne of his father, and he's the king of North Korea. But we don't call the monarchy in Jordan, and the monarchy in Saudi Arabia, and the monarchy in Great Britain. We don't call them dictators, and they've been in power for years. King of Jordan, years. Queen Elizabeth, years. Decades. But we don't call them. But if they're brown, if they look like they're tan, brown, black, we call them dictators. We don't call them monarchies. And then we say, hey, they're gassing their people, they're a danger to their people, and we got to go in there and liberate. You don't want to liberate jack. You want to go in there and take their oil. You want to take their gold. You want to take their rubies and diamonds. That's what you want to do, because you're a bunch of punks, and all you do is use white colonialism supremacy to take over black and brown land, and everybody's waking up to you about that United States. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my country. I'm a very patriotic man. I've served my country. I love this country. I don't love our government officials. There's a bunch of con artists. And you need to vote their butt out. They can care less about you. All they care about is their donors, military complex, government contractors, you name it. Those people putting big money in their pocket. And once that happens, democracy dies. And it's up to us to breathe life into it and make it come back. So I'm done with all this stuff. We ain't gonna do nothing in North Korea. That man got a right to do whatever he wants to. He feel like he's protecting his country and his people. Who are we to get in the middle of that mess? That man has not threatened to do anything to us. Saddam Hussein did not threaten to do anything to us. Come on now. Muammar Gaddafi did not threaten us. Did not. Assad did not threaten the United States. No, we come up and say, no, he's threatening our own people and we got to deliver those people. Nah, that's old as dust. Nobody falling for that playbook, people. Don't fall for that playbook. They find something of value and they want to control it. And the best way they control it is to come up with these lies. He's a dictator oppressing his people. Assad gassing his own people. And we're the American people. We're not going to stand for that. We're going to hit back. We're going to strike back. If my name ain't Barack Obama. Them guys ain't did nothing to us. Sure, they may be bad guys, but they did nothing to us. Are we bad guys, bad guy hunters? Do we hunt bad guys like we hunt vampires? Well, if we do, we need to look out ourselves, because we're the biggest blood-sucking country of all time. And the countries around us saying we're the most, the bottom line is saying we are a problem to peace in the world today. The Americans are a problem to peace in this world today. That is sad. Not Russia, not Al-Qaeda, not Al-Nusra, even though they suck. The people around the world say America is the biggest threat to peace. Why? Because we always looking for a war so we can make the military complex money. And when are you going to stop letting these people do this and vote their butt out? In the People's Manifesto below, there's a link said, are you for shutting down military bases that we don't need? Are you for shutting down a certain percentage of the money going to the military complex, putting it back into education and things like that? If you not, you ain't getting my vote. Forget it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what name brand you are. And I don't care what people say about you. If you're going to continue to fund the military complex and neglect the people in America who can't afford health care, who can't afford prescription, who can't afford to go to college to better themselves, if you're going to take our money, our tax money, to pay for your freaking wars, we ain't voting you in. Now, I'm Bob TV, Robert Brown. I'm a little heated sometimes. I get like that. But I'm not scared of Trump, and you shouldn't be scared of him either. He's a big baby-faced punk. He's always been that way here in New York. He ain't George McGovern. He's not George what's the old dude that died a long time ago? Racist. He ain't one of those dudes. He ain't Bob Burr, Hillary Clinton's friend, Ku Klux Klanman. He ain't. Trump is a New York businessman. He is not racist. He's classist. He is not racist. He's classist. What do you mean by that? He care about people who got money. If you ain't got no money, he don't care about you. He don't like you. Don't get it twisted. But if you got money, you his best friend, from Snoop Doggy Dogg to Floyd Mayweather to Kanye West, all the way to billionaires all over the world. You got money, you my boy. That's your president, Donald Trump, the rich billionaire that all he likes to do is hang around cool rich people because he want to be a part of the club. He's always been part of the club. He was born in that club, but he want to be a part of the cool club. So he get around rich white people, rich black people. That's all he care about. If you don't make $1 million plus, he don't care about you. And I don't care if you did vote for him in the Rust Belt. People, he don't care about you. Including the Ku Klux Klan, including Aryan people, including Nazis, including he don't. When push comes to shove, he will throw you under the bus. All he care about is people with money. People with money. From Michael Jackson to Mike Tyson. That's all he care about. And if you don't have money, he don't care about you. So Trump is not a racist per se. He's more of a classist more than a racist. And if you ain't high class, you can kiss his high, almost cuss. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. Peace. Hey, this is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegematic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that. But just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire, Rob Report. Peace.